guys, welcome to the first video ever on this channel. I actually kind of don't really know how to act normal in front of a camera yet. This is crazy because I'm literally about to film my first YouTube video and I am in no way, shape or form comfortable talking in front of a camera. I have recently come to the assumption that I have a lot of books on my TBR. Over 100 books on my TBR, in fact. Probably over 150, I don't know. So I thought this would be the perfect opportunity to start, you know, chipping away at my TBR. So my phone just ran out of storage already. Great start. Yeah, I thought that this would be the perfect opportunity to get all these books read because, you know, they're not sitting on my shelves for no reason. I think I'm gonna try and pick a mix of fantasies, thrillers and romance. I have been reading a lot of dark romance recently. Dark romance is where it's at for me, so some of them will most likely be dark romances. And of course I'm going to see how many I can get through in the span of 24 hours. Now, just to clarify, I will not be reading straight for 24 hours, I'll be taking breaks. When I take breaks, I will pause the timer because I need my sleep right now. My sleep is very important to me. Now, you could say I've had like a bit of a head start on this because I have already started reading our first book, but we'll just ignore that, okay? Let's just pretend that didn't happen. The first book that I will be reading during this vlog is Ward D by Freida Mcfadden. So I have read a couple Freida books before. I've only read The Housemaid and Never Lie. Those are the only two that I've actually read, but I do have two more currently on my TBR. That is currently besides the point because I will be reading Ward D by Freida Mcfadden today. I've kind of cheated because I already started reading on this far in, so I'm not quite halfway. I'm on page 122, so I have got a decent chunk in, but we'll just forget that ever happened, okay? I just want to do this challenge anyway because I see so many people filming this challenge and it looks so fun. So just to give you a bit of an overview about this book, in case you weren't aware, so we have our main character Amy, who is essentially like a student mental health nurse or something like that, and she is going onto Ward D, which is going to be her first psychiatric unit that she has worked at, but she really does not want to go. She feels really uneasy about this, really uncomfortable. She feels like something bad's going to happen. Because I am at this point in the book, we do sort of figure out a little bit about why being at this unit makes her feel uncomfortable, but I'm not going to disclose that because I think you need to go into this completely blind. So far, I am loving it. As I do with most Freida Mcfadden books, I tend to get through them quite quickly, like they are real page turners. If there's anything that I would want to talk about, then yeah, I'll pick up the camera and tell you guys about it, but so far I'm really loving it. I am aware that the book is, she's literally right here, but I am going to read this on my Kindle because I remember when I said that I'll always read on paperbacks and that I'll never get a Kindle, and then once I had one I was just completely and utterly obsessed because I could take this thing anywhere with me. That's so OP, you know? I'm gonna start the timer now. I'm gonna actually shut up for once, start the timer and yeah, begin reading. So, just a little update on Ward D by Freida Mcfadden. I cannot put this down. I absolutely cannot put this book down. There's something about this book that is so addictive. Like, at the end of each chapter, I have to read on. She just leaves like small cliffhangers at the end. I also love that it keeps going from present day to the past. Now, when thrillers have that in, I absolutely love it. It's so much more interesting than just having one singular timeline. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to seeing how this is all gonna sort of wrap up, how this is all gonna end. I'm looking forward to see this cheeky little plot twist as well. I mean, I knew that I was going to absolutely love this book purely because I have been on the search for a psychological thriller that has got that's based like in a mental health unit. I've been really searching for that. I thought that would be something I'd really enjoy, but I didn't quite expect to fucking eat this up. Like, I need to, oh my god, like, I've got cleaning to do around the house. I have jobs to do, and all I want to do is sit here and read this book. Firstly, excuse this. I have like barely any makeup on. I've just done my eyes. So I did finish Ward D, and just as like a general thoughts on the book, I really enjoyed it, like reading throughout the whole book. I love the past to present timelines. I just simply felt like I couldn't really put it down. The only problem that I had with the book that will slightly lower the rating is that the plot twist, I wouldn't necessarily say it was predictable, but it's one of them ones where it's so kind of obvious that you feel like you should have seen it coming, but then it was nothing that completely and utterly blew my mind. Like, it didn't, you know, have my jaw completely on the floor. Yes, there was some shock factors, but I have been a lot more shocked with other thrillers compared to the one that I've just read. So I think I'm gonna rate it like a 3.75 stars, because I knew it wasn't quite a 4-star, but then it's not exactly a 3 or 3.5, so 3.75, we'll settle on that. I am gonna read my next book right now. I'm gonna pick a book out of my list and I'll update you guys with what I picked. I just wanted to show you guys because I have fell quite deeply into the Kindle decorating community apparently, because I decided to order all of these for my Kindle. How cute does that look? I ordered this charm and then this charm here. And I already had the pop socket, but all the stickers are new. I love these. I'm actually obsessed. I'm so obsessed. After a lot of deep thinking about what I want to read, I have finally picked a book. I've actually decided to go for a fantasy, which will be This Woven Kingdom by Tahereh Mafi. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that not quite right. If you weren't already aware, this is a very big fact about me because it's basically my entire personality. The Shatter Me series by this author is god tier to me. Like, I have such strong visions of me reading that series for the first time, and I was shocked. I was so shocked. I it literally made me fall in love with reading, and it made me want to read fantasy. I was obsessed, and still am highly obsessed with the Shatter Me series. It is perfection to me. Aaron Warner can do no wrong. Juliet is a fucking queen. We love her, and I just love that series, like, from the bottom of my heart. Love that my heart's on this side, but you get what I'm saying. So I've decided to pick up her other series. I have heard pretty much very good things about this book, though I have heard it's also pretty underrated, obviously compared to the Shatter Me series. All I know is that it's enemies to lovers, I'm pretty sure, but I'm gonna go in blind. I'm actually just gonna go in completely fucking blind, because I simply need to see what this is about. So let me start the timer. First things first, I did want to apologise about the lighting. It's not looking great. Oh, I'm holding my book upside down. Great start. I am currently on page 70, which is chapter 7. So far, we're like being introduced to the characters, you know, there's a bit of world building and stuff like this. We don't know too much yet. However, I'm absolutely loving the fantasy vibes in this and how it feels. I'm loving the way that this book flows, which was also very similar to like Shatter Me, like this author. She just seems to make all the chapters like flow by really nicely. Cameron, who is going to be MMC in this book, I so far love him. I love him, and I'm only on page 70. I'm just really excited to see how this book is gonna carry on. I guess the only way we can do that is to read, but yeah, so far so good. So I have just finished this Woven Kingdom, and I'm going to give my thoughts on it for you guys. That was such an atmospheric and beautifully written book. It felt magical, like literally magical reading this. I struggled to get into this book at first, I'm not going to lie. It was only once I reached the halfway point that I really couldn't put this book down, and I was kind of really into the story, so it did take a while. However, it is a slow burn. For example, the main two characters literally don't even know each other's names until like really far into the book, so it is a slow burn, and obviously there's 3 more, I believe, so I'm really excited to read those, because the cliffhanger this left me on was insane. Like, what do you mean? I kind of really want to jump into the second book, but I am going to take a bit of a break from fantasy after reading this and go into something completely different, which we shall see what that is soon. I think I am going to rate it 4.25 stars. That seems fair. Along with the Shatter Me series, this author seems to write such beautiful like stories that flow really well, and it just feels magical. It feels so surreal and magical and beautiful. I really enjoyed this. We have picked our next book of the reading vlog. I am currently reading the Legacy of God series by Rina Kent, which I am absolutely addicted to. Like, such a God tier series. So far, my favourites have been God of Wrath and God of Ruin. God of Wrath to me was like pure fucking perfection. Like, that tops them all. Oh my god. Jeremy and Cecily, it's my favourite. It tops them all. I just love this series so much, and I have decided to pick up the next book, which is God of Fury, which, by the way, will also be my first romance. I've actually never read an romance before, so I'm going straight into the dark stuff with and I am so excited to record my reactions to this specifically. I have heard so many people say that this book is like the best, and I can pretty much confidently say that nothing is going to top God of Wrath, because to me that was pure fucking perfection. Like, absolutely devoured that, left no crumbs. I love that book with all my heart and soul. I'm currently sitting on my reading chair, and I'm gonna give this a crack. I'm gonna start it because I've literally just finished God of Ruin, which I did off vlog. That was like a separate thing that I read off the vlog. So I thought, you know what, why not include the next book in the vlog? I'm just gonna shut up and read it because I'm so excited. I have God of Fury, and I also have Hot Drink, so... Oh my god, wait. This fucking playlist absolutely slaps. We have Yellow by Coldplay. Do I Want to Know, Arctic Monkeys. I Want to Be Yours, Arctic Monkeys. We've got some of the 1975 in there. We've got some Taylor Swift in there. Oh my god, I'm so excited. That's just made me so excited. Let's fucking go. I am all tucked up in bed reading God of Fury. I'm currently on page 212. Oh my god, I did not expect to love this so much. I did not expect to like actually eat this book up. The fact I'm literally nearly halfway already is insane. I also absolutely love the family dynamic with Nikolai and his sisters Mia and Maya. I love like their connection that they have. Literally this quote alone, this is from Nikolai's POV. I have to kiss him to feel him, to get beneath his skin and dismantle him. Kissing had no meaning before this motherfucker. Now it's the damn center of my existence. Like, what do you mean? Like, literally, what do you mean? Oh my god. Oh my god. This man literally counted the exact number of lashes that Brandon has on his eyes. He just knew. He just literally counted how many lashes he has. You have 217 lashes on your right eye and 212 lashes on your left one. Hello, what do you mean? What? And not just that, he's literally counted how many moles he has on his body. You have 11 moles on your body. I mean, if that's not pure love and obsession, then I don't know what is. Also, how does he have so many lashes on his eyes? I don't know, but my guy, that's really impressive. I have officially finished God of Fury, and what a masterpiece this book was. I loved it. I did not expect that ending at all. There was a bit of a plot twist at the end that I really did not see coming, and I really enjoyed this. I can definitely see why it's everybody's favourites. The birds are currently interrupting me. Guys, be quiet please. There's now a car. I can definitely see why it's a lot of people's favourites. I did really enjoy it. However, this is my ranking for this series so far. So number 1, God of Wrath, obviously. Number 2 would be God of Ruin. Number 3, God of Malice. Number 4, God of Fury. And then 5th, I have put God of Pain. I can't believe that I only have God of War left. Like, I'm gonna feel so empty once I finish this series. It's completely and utterly made me fall in love with dark romance even more than I already was. So I definitely will have to also read the parents' books once I'm done with the series, because I need to know a little bit more about their stories. I wish that I would have read those first. However, it hasn't really made that much of a difference. I can just read them after I'm done with the series. But I really enjoyed this. As you can see here, we are around 17 and a half hours into the 24-hour reading vlog, and I have indeed picked the last book that I'm going to read. Now, this is not going to come as a surprise to anyone, because you all know how obsessed I am with this series. It's simply got to happen. I've got to finish this series. I'm absolutely devouring this, and I've been looking forward to this book since the first book. Since God of Malice, I've wanted Ava and Eli's story. So this is going to be, fingers crossed, amazing. I am so looking forward to getting into this. Let's fucking go. So I have a little bit of a quick update on God of War. I am currently 170 pages in to this book, and I'm really enjoying it so far. It is a really different vibe to like the other books in the series. We have been introduced to some different side characters, and I don't know, it just feels not separate from the rest of the series, but it does feel like a very different vibe. However, the premise of this book is really interesting in the sense that she wakes up in hospital and finds out that she's completely forgot 2 years of her life, where in those 2 years she married Eli, and she has like no recollection of how that actually happened, and she doesn't actually remember marrying him. So this has a really different and interesting premise, and I'm really excited to keep reading. So I have officially reached 24 hours on the timer and finished God of War. Absolute masterpiece. I related to Ava so much. It honestly felt like all of the positive things from the previous book just dumped into one book. I know this is like a really underrated opinion, but I don't care. I loved that book. I love that book. I also know that I said I wasn't going to put it above God of Wrath. I said that God of Wrath was God tier and couldn't be changed. I can pretty much confidently say that nothing is going to top God of Wrath, because to me that was pure fucking perfection. Like, however, that's done it for me. God tier. 5 stars. Easy.